We were so close to AJ versus Fury. Why? The weekend of July 25th, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury are not fighting each other. They're both taking warm-up fights. Why? I don't, because as a fan, as a true fan, I've been waiting to see Anthony Joshua versus Christian Pranga and Fury versus Walk too. Like, these two fights, as a fan, I am so nobody wants to see this. So, starting with Tyson Fury, he's fighting Maurice Walk. Let me know if I butchered that, because I have no clue how to say it. This guy was knocked out by, actually the guy on screen right now, Dylan White. He was knocked out by him. He was knocked out in 2 rounds by Moses Atama 2 years ago. And looking over some of that guy's fights, it's not going to be competitive. I mean, I can tell you that right now. It's not going to, it's going to be an easier night for Fury than even Makhmudov was. He's probably going to finish this guy, if I had to guess. So yeah, I think this fight is stupid. It's an unnecessary risk because a heavyweight can always punch. So, unnecessary risk, but we'll get into the risks later. Now, moving on to Anthony Joshua. He's fighting Christian Pranga, who is an undefeated fighter. And here is the unnecessary risk, though, for Anthony Joshua. He's going against an undefeated pro who, yes, he didn't fight anybody of that caliber. Remember when Munguia did that a couple years back against Bruno Saras, another undefeated fighter who really fought nobody? Munguia was coming off going the distance with Canelo and doing pretty good. I mean, he didn't, obviously nobody thought he was going to beat Canelo, but he did good and gets brutally knocked out. What if that happens to Anthony Joshua? Because this guy's coming in with confidence. He's never felt a defeat. So he's going to go in there like, I'm winning this. And that's bad, especially in heavyweight, because Joshua hasn't been looking so hot. We don't know how that car accident affected him mentally. And we also haven't seen him with a legit win in years. I'm not going to count Ngannou, let's be honest. Fury should have taken out Ngannou. That was a problem that, shouldn't have happened. Ngannou, no. He left himself wide open. And are we really gonna count Jake Paul? In my opinion, that was a loss because it took you 6 rounds to cut off the ring from Jake Paul. Like, yes, I get he was running. I 100% get that. It took you 6 rounds to cut off the ring when you're that big of a dude? I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. Because it should have taken you less time to cut off the ring. Like, I get, and you broke his jaw. Like, that's insane. You also didn't knock him out cold, that's what everybody wanted you to do and what you should have done, is knock him out cold. But besides that, Anthony Joshua just hasn't had a real win against a real fighter in a way. Whoa. Ngannou's a real fighter, real boxer. There we go. In a long time. And that's the scary thing about it. Because what if he loses? If Anthony Joshua loses against Christian Pranga, that will be a disaster. Because let's say this whole thing with the fight being signed, let's say there's something in the contract where, Joshua has to win this warm-up fight. Or something like that, because we don't know what's in the contract. That won't be good. Because then it puts the fight at risk. Why didn't you guys just fight each other? Instead of having a weekend of 2 guys we want to see fight each other, fight bums, we can have you guys fight each other on that weekend. But no, they're aiming for the end of the year. I mean, now Tyson Fury fighting Walk. This is not really a fight I'm too excited for, if I'm being honest. If this is pay-per-view, I'm not going to buy it. Because I think Fury's just going to beat him easily. Now, if there's an upset with Fury's end, that's just as bad as a Joshua upset, because then we got the question, like, is this fight even going to happen? Do we even want to see it? There's two washed versions of fighters. It's just not interesting. But let me know what you guys think. I personally think Joshua and Fury are going to have two easy nights, and then hopefully we finally get the fight. But I'm just really against these warm-up fights, because why have so many? You went against Jake Paul and went 6 rounds. That should have been enough. And Fury went 12 with Makhmudov. We don't need the warm-up fights. But let me know what you guys think. And